What is up, everyone? Mitchy Poppy here for Sports Untapped. I have a quick video for you guys. Thought I was going to be able to go a little bit more in depth and get a little bit more content out there for today. Things got a little hectic today at work, so just going to jump right into it. First and foremost, what this is top five players that I think that the Patriots need to keep an eye out for, or for the fans to watch out for during this upcoming preseason game. And I got a little slideshow. I just got players' photos, but I do have all their information um, here. So I will be going ahead and breaking it down for everyone. So and all the stats and everything will be provided off the official Patriots website. Um, so again, these are going to be the top five players I think everyone should watch for in tonight's preseason game against the Washington Commanders. First and foremost, Efton Chisholm. We heard Efton Chisholm the third. So we heard a lot of things about him, about how this guy's just been an elite route runner. Patriots have been posting content on their official Instagram, Facebook, X accounts, anywhere and everywhere they can. They've been posting the content. Um, he's a 5'10 wide receiver, known for his route running out of Eastern Washington. You see that right there on the jersey. And during his career, he spent 5 seasons there from 2020 to 2024 in 53 career games. He had 346 receptions, 3,852 yards, and 37 touchdowns. Last season, 120 receptions for 1,311 yards and 13 touchdowns. He also finished in the country with first in the country with 10 receptions per game. I think what's interesting about Chisholm, again, 5'10, we've seen the route running. We see how he can cut on a dime. A lot of people have been comparing him to Edelman, Amendola, those usual suspects that the fans are, again, in love with and that are a part of Patriot history. Again, that's Efton Chisholm the third. Number 86 is what he's going to be wearing. 5'10, 23 years old, 198 pounds. All right, next player. We have Larison. Now, Lan Larison here, we talked about him on the show the other day. Steven's not um, aware of his game. Um, I say that facetiously. He knows who he is. We joke around about it. But Lan Larison out of UC Davis, excuse me, 5'11 running back, 209 pounds, 23 years old. And throughout his career, he spent 4 seasons at UC Davis from 2021 to 2024, played 50 career games, 641 carries for 3,634 yards and 41 touchdowns. And he also added 127 catches for 1,626 yards and 10 receiving touchdowns as well. Last season, he set the school record for all purpose yards after finishing with 1,465 yards and 17 touchdowns, and with 62 receptions and 847 yards receiving and 6 touchdowns. This is that versatile back. We know how Josh McDaniels likes those kind of guys. Your Shane Vereen's, Danny Woodhead, um, James White, who retired recently, Kevin Falk. Those guys that they're again have been ingrained into our heads as a part of Patriot history. He will be wearing number 34 tonight. Again, 5'11, 209 pounds, 23 years old, out of UC Davis. We're going to go to the next person here. Craig Woodson, our draft pick here. I put him on the list simply just because I think Craig Woodson, that safety position is so vital. I want to see how are they going to play him. Is he going to be a guy that stays deep, plays over the top, or he's someone that's going to line up inside? So he's going to be wearing number 31. He's 24 years old. Played at California, 6 foot tall, 200 pounds, and he was drafted in the fourth round this year in the draft, 106 overall. And throughout his career, his senior year, he started all 13 games for the Bears and registered 70 tackles, 45 solo, had 1 interception, 1 fumble recovery, and had 7 pass breakups and 1 quarterback hurry. So, I mean, we've seen this kid play. It seems like they put him more in the box from what I've seen, but he does have the speed and the agility to go ahead and play deep. Now, the NFL speed is a little bit faster. Can he keep up with that speed? Can he be the guy that stays deep, similar to McCourty, similar to Other great free safeties. I mean, James Sanders, he was kind of a guy that they had for a little while too, playing deep, trying to make sure nothing got over the top. Mostly special teams though, but James Sanders did have a point in time where he did play, that deep free safety spot. Rodney Harrison was everywhere. I can't really just say he was a free safety. Again, that guy was anything and everything you asked him to do, he would do. But yeah, what is he going to be? What kind of safety is he going to line up in the box? Is he going to play deep? Again, tonight he's going to be wearing number 31. He's 24 years old, 6 feet tall, 200 pounds, and again, out of California. Next, we got Jack Conley. Now, Jack Conley, another undrafted guy here, but he is listed, if you check out the official Patriots site, he is listed as offensive line. He is not labeled as a tackle. He is not labeled as a guard. Now, the question is, where does he go? He's 24 years old. Boston College, you see there on the jersey, a little bad photo, but it's the best photo I could find. He's 6'7", 333 pounds. He will be wearing number 74 tonight. Excuse me. He played 6 seasons at BC. From 2019 to 2024, he appeared in 60 career games with 31 starts at right guard, right tackle, left guard, and tackle-eligible tight end. So played a little bit of everything. I mean, again, you heard it right there. Right tackle, right guard, left guard. I would hope that, again, they have him as an offensive line. That just means they're not sure where to put him, but they want to put him somewhere. They want to figure out where they want to put him on that offensive line. And with that size at 6'7", you would hope he could play tackle. But the speed from the college to the NFL is just so much faster. And on top of it being so much faster, there's so much more space that you have to cover. So a lot of guys, they struggle going from tackle to from tackle in college to tackle in the NFL. And you'll never see a guy go from guard in the NFL to tackle. You'll see a guy go from tackle to guard in the NFL, but never the other way around. I can't think of anything off the top of my head where that has been the case, but it's something I'm very adamant again. Guys will go inside rather than go outside. Mekhi Becton with the Eagles, with the Jets, he was always a tackle. Eagles said, nope, you're going to the interior. You're going to help push on that tush push, and you're going to be a hell of a player, and we're going to get you paid in a Super Bowl. And they did just that. So, I mean, we'll see what happens with Jack Conley here. Again, going to be wearing number 74 tonight, out of Boston College, 24 years old, 6'7", 333 pounds. Big guy there. Lastly, Jaheim Bell. Now, as a guy going into his second year, where this team has gotten a plethora of tight ends over the course of this offseason. I mean, just to name a few right here, you got Austin Hooper and Hunter Henry. Those guys are making the roster. You just signed G. Scott, Jack Westover, Cole Fotheringham. I probably butchered that. CJ Dippre and Jaheim Bell, who we're going to talk about. Jaheim Bell, what makes him interesting to me as a prospect is last year they had him listed as a fullback, and they did get him in there a little bit. Again, going into his second year, he is 6'2", 241 pounds. This is, again, his second year out of Florida State, number 88. He got, again, 2 catches last year, 1 for 1 yard and 1 for 19 yards. And he was drafted in the 7th round of the 2024 draft at 231. When he goes ahead and he does play, he did play on special teams for a little bit for the team, but I don't really want to dive too much into that. I mean, I'm not looking into special teams players. I want to look at some of the playmakers. Not to say that special teams is not important, but this team is dying to have some offensive continuity, some defensive players to help make a difference. But we'll talk about the college aspect and why I think this is my 5th player on here. So Florida State, his senior year in 2023, he played 13 games with 9 starts, recorded 39 receptions for 503 yards and 2 touchdowns. Now, Jaheim Bell, I think every team, when you have a tight end group, you're always going to have your star guy. That's your number one. You're going to have your number two guy, and then your third guy is usually just going to be a blocking tight end. We've seen the Patriots do this before. There was the year in 2015 where they had Scott Chandler and Gronkowski, and then the third guy was, and he did get a receiving touchdown. I think that was his only catch for the whole season. So you'll see that over the course of the year, where the Patriots, well, teams in general, will have a guy that is mostly just a blocking guy, just an additional guy, and sometimes he'll leak out, catch a little 5 yard pass for a touchdown, or catch something for a first down. Again, we've seen it before. We've seen it happen, not just with the Patriots, but with other teams across the league. And they also had him line up here. So maybe that's where he fits in. He's a fullback. You could do, fake the handoff to him. He leaks out of the backfield, tries to find some space, tries to find some separation, gets there, makes a play. And he's, again, the most intriguing, not the most intriguing, but one of the more intriguing aspects that this team has. I want to see, where do they fit him in. They don't have a fullback on the roster right now. The guy that they do have on the roster currently, he is on the reserve, injured Brock Lampy, or Lamp. I'm probably butchering that. I apologize, but he's their fullback. He is currently on the injured reserve, so the spot is open. And Vrabel does like utility in the backfield. Don't forget about Jonnu Smith and how versatile he was. They would run it with him. He threw it, and he would catch out of the backfield as well. And he does have a similar build. I'm going to pull it up right now, actually, so Jonnu Smith. Got it right here. He's 6'3", 248 pounds. And then, again, we go back to Jaheim Bell, where he was, again, in fact, up there on the screen as it loads. He was 6'2", and I believe he was in the same spot where 241 pounds. So, pretty much in the same ballpark. 6'3", 6'2". Smith, again, 248 pounds. Jaheim Bell, 241 pounds. They could use him in that same role that Vrabel did have in Tennessee. But that pretty much wraps it up here, folks. Appreciate you guys going ahead and stopping by as always. Be sure to go ahead, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon to get notifications, comment down below, and yeah, hope you guys enjoy the game. We'll have a break. But until then, we're tapping out.